Good morning, my dear students. How are you? Good afternoon right now. Yesterday. Let's complete what we start in the first session, which is first part we talk about this lesson, the magnitude and the direction and how the two vectors are equal. You solve example 1 to show that the two vectors are equal. Example 2, part 2 in this lesson, we said how to add and subtract, how to write the vector in the 1 minute, please. Okay, Bismillah. And we stop, guys. Here's how to write the vector in what the unit vectors. I will J unit vectors. How to write the vector as AI plus BJ, rectangular coordinates. In example 2, and example 3. This is how to. Okay, operations with the vectors. We did the addition here and subtraction between two vectors. And now we start the scalar multiplication with the vector in terms of I and j. We just multiply here this scalar k by the first and a and b. For example, example 5, if v equals 5i plus 4j. Just give me 1 minute, please. I'm sorry. Okay, Bismillah, it's complete. Sorry. Okay, the first one, how to multiply here. V equals 5i plus 4j. To solve the letter M,
Will be
just
16,
multiply 6 by 5, yes.
30i and 24j.
Yes, and 6 here, multiplied by 4, and then j, so the answer is 30i plus
24j.
24, what?
J.
J. It's 24j. Okay, next question, letter B. Negative 3v equals multiply negative 3 by 5. This is the new v. Okay, negative 3.
Negative 15
I.
I. Yes. And 3 for negative 12.
12g. That's it. Checkpoint 5.
So,
8v, same. So we can solve. ليث قدري. 8v equal. That means that we have to multiply here the first by 8. So we have 7 times 8. 56 length I plus 8 times 10, which is 80 J. I don't have mine. I cannot solve it, Mr. Why, Laith? You just multiply this 8. You can multiply the 8 by 7 and the 8 by what? By 10.
Can I solve the next one?
In the car. Okay. طيب negative 5v. Okay, Samir.
Yes. Multiply negative 5 by 7i. It will be negative 35i. Minus 50j.
Thanks a lot. This is all for this slide. Next, vector operations, example 6. Who can solve? Yes, Yusuf, Tamer. V equal and W equal. Find 4v minus 2w.
Okay. 4v equal. Yes. 4v equal 20 I.
4v minus 2w. 4v equals 20i
Plus 16j.
16j. You multiplied the 4 by the first vector.
Yes. Minus
Then minus, open parentheses, the second vector multiplied by 2.
12i minus 18i. 18j.
18j.
Then
Then subtract.
yes. 20 minus
20i minus
equal
12i.
8i.
8i.
Yes. Plus 16 plus 18 equal 8.
Yes, plus what?
16 plus 18. Fine. 34j.
Yeah, 16 minus 18. Yeah, 16 plus 18. It's what? 34j.
Yes.
Okay. Omar Khalid. Question number 6.
عمر خالد عامل عملية في بقه فمش هينفع يتكلم.
Yes. Okay. ألف سلامة. محمد مصباح. Question number 2.6.
It's Mr.
V
Yes,
is given. Find 6v minus 3w.
7 times 6 equal wait 42 I and negative 9.
No, 6 here times 3. Again, it's 18j.
Oh, 18. Oh, okay.
This is the first vector after multiplying by
Oh,
6.
و4 times 3 صح؟
بعدين negative 3 times 4i and negative 3 times the negative 4.
هلا فهمت. negative 12
Yes.
negative 12i and positive 15
15j.
So wait 54i because
It's 50.
54i.
Why 54? We added up 42 and 12 since negative is positive.
Yes, and
18 minus 15.
and 3j.
3j. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Are you sure the 12 is negative?
Yes.
Because Mr. we took the negative, it's outside. Then
yeah, negative 3
times 4, 12, Mr.
So this one plus.
No, the one inside is plus, yeah. The one inside. So Mr. it's 20i plus 33j.
Yes. You're right. Okay, Muhammad Misbah.
Mr. And the 15 is negative from inside.
Yes, so leave the negative outside. And then 3 times 4 is 12 positive, and this one will be negative 15. So 42 minus 12. Okay, which is what?
20.
30i.
30i. And then 18 plus
yes,
15. 18 plus 13 is what?
33.
33
What?
J
G.
plus Mr.
It's plus or minus?
Plus Mr. because negative outside, negative inside.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Now, properties involving vector operations, simple familiar properties of real numbers like u plus v equals v plus u. It's called what commutative property. The zero vector equals 0i plus 0j. Okay. Here's properties of vector addition and scalar multiplication. U plus v follows the same properties of real numbers, so commutative property, which is the order doesn't matter. In only addition and multiplication. For addition, but for addition only, okay. The associated property of addition, when we have three vectors, u plus v plus w, you cannot add up first u plus v and then the resultant vector added to w equals u for add first v and w, okay. Grouping property. The additive property, which is adding anything to zero, gives the same thing. So u plus 0 equals 0 plus u equals u. And the additive inverse, that u plus negative u equals 0 vector. Okay. For multiplication, scalar multiplication properties, you can multiply c d by u or c and then d times u. Distributive property عادي شغالة معاك, which is cu plus cv. Also, if the u is here, so it's cu plus du, the same. 1 times u is u, and 0 times u is 0. Multiplication property of 0. And here, magnitude property, that when you have a constant inside, you can take the absolute value of this constant and then take the magnitude of the vector v. Unit vector, and how to find the unit vector. Unit vector is a vector whose magnitude is what? 1. Whose magnitude is 1. Okay? Same direction as mesh. Okay. Finding a unit vector by this formula, it's the vector itself over the magnitude of the vector. Okay? The same direction as v. To find it, divide v by its magnitude. Divide v by its magnitude. So simply when the question asking you guys to find the to find what? The unit vector of v equals 5i plus or minus 12j, then verify that vector magnitude has يعني the unit vector magnitude has the unit vector has a magnitude of 1. Yeah. So what's the unit vector? Is equal to magnitude of v over v. العكس v over magnitude of v. Okay, v, it's the vector v over magnitude of v, which is equal to the v, 5i minus 12j. And here, how to find the magnitude of v? As we said before, it's the square root of 5 squared plus negative 12 squared, which is equal to the square root of
104 plus 25.
plus 144. The squaring of 12, 144 plus 25, which is
25, 90, 169, which is 14.
13.
13, sorry.
Dividing by 13 here, we're gonna get here the unit vector 5 over 13i minus 12 over 13j. Then show that or verify that the magnitude of this unit vector is 1. So to find the magnitude, let's say the unit vector is u. Magnitude of u here equal the square root of 5 over 13 all squared plus negative 12 over 13 all squared, and it's simply equal 525 over 169. So 169 down here, and here up 25 plus 144 gives the root of 1. Root of 1 is
61, yes, 1.
Is 1. So it's 25 over 144, which is what? Which is 1. Is it clear now, guys? Your answer simply is 1. اللي هو في الآخر قال لك show that or verify that the unit vector has a magnitude of 1.
1.
فعلا طلع magnitude of 1 and the unit vector is here. This one. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. طبعا we're gonna check point number 7. Checkpoint number 7. Let me ask Muhammad Iyad Dahman. Yes, Muhammad, find the unit vector in the same direction as V equals 4i minus 3bj. Then verify that the vector has a magnitude of 1. Muhammad. محمد دهمان فليتفضل.
Yes, Mr. Me.
Yes, والله. Find the unit vector of this vector, this direction of V equals معك 4i minus 3j. Yes, using this way. Here's the rule. Unit vector is equal to the vector itself over the magnitude of V. The unit vector over the magnitude of V. So, yes, هنا عندك في the next question for checkpoint number 7. What's the magnitude first of V? The magnitude of V is the square root of 4 all to the power of 2 plus negative 3 all to the power of 2. معايا؟
Yes. أيوة معك. معلش كنت مسوي ميوت من غير قصد. The news wait. معلش بس تعطيني 1 second مستر.
اوكي.
توترت، ما كنت بعرف إنه أنا لازم أحلها.
Yes. Yes. We are here because to find the unit vector, you should unit vector equal V over absolute value of V.
V, yes.
Magnitude of V.
Oh yeah. Once wait.
16, right? Plus negative
16. 9, negative 9, or 9. I'm sorry.
9. And it's
Yes,
equal now.
16 plus 9 equals to 5, I think, or something like that.
أيوة 25, and its root
25.
Its root is
5.
5. Nice. So then it
Victor under 5.
This all over
Okay.
5. حلو. وأب here اكتب الفيكتور تاني 4i minus
4i minus 3j.
Yeah, so u equal vector u equal 4 over 5 I
minus 3j over 5.
3 over 5j. Yes. Thank you. Then show that يا شباب, would like to show that or prove that. This is the unit vector. The first step. تاني حاجة يقول لك show that إن هو has a magnitude of 1. Yes, Mr. Shawty. Yes. Shawty absent, right? This period. طيب عمر عمر بهاء الدين.
Yes, Mr. Yes. Okay. Okay, square root of
magnitude of the unit vector should be 1. I'll prove that.
Yes, the magnitude of the unit vector should be 1. Yes.
Yes.
3 over 5 square, 4 over 5 square.
4 over 5 and
3 over 5. يعني 9 over 25 plus 16 over 25, which is equal to 25 over 25, يعني 1. Square root of 1 is 1.
Nice. Good job. Thank you, Muhammad Abdurrahman and Omar Bahaiddin Abdullah.
You're welcome, Mr.
Okay. Easy lesson, guys, right? Do you have any question right now?
No,
Do you have
no.
any problems? Do you have any questions؟ لحد دلوقتي سهل صح؟ طيب. Tomorrow inshallah we will start guys writing a vector in terms of its magnitude and direction, and example 8 and example 9, and then we have some applications for this vector. Okay, now I will give you a classwork and then I will wait your answers via WhatsApp, and this classwork is out of 3. Your classwork will be in practice exercises from number 1 to 4. You will have to prove that or to show that the two vectors have the same length and direction.
So 1 to 4 only.
Given already they have the same direction, 1 to 4 only.
Mr. This lesson is 6.6 or chapter 7 now?
6.6. Okay, it's a 6.6. It's here. 6.6. So in the exercises solved from 1 to 4, it's easy to determine that the magnitudes of the two vectors are the same. To prove that the two vectors are equal. So 1 to 4 easy, quickly to do. Like 3 easy, so easy. Like 4 so easy. And this 2, you can use the right triangle or the distance formula. You should find the magnitude of u, the magnitude of v, and then letter c. طبعا letter a and b will lead you to conclude that is u and v are equal or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
دلوقتي انا مطلوب مني اطلع الماجنتيود للفي واليو صح؟
اصلا انا لو قلت لك is u equal v you have to do the first and second requirement اللي a والb الاول. You have to find magnitude of u, magnitude of v, and then see to you will say yes or no because the two vectors have the same magnitude or not.
تمام ماشي يا مستر. يعني نحل اول 4 اسئله بس؟
لا from 5 to 12 we will solve هنا sketch the vector, okay, and find its magnitude. We have to solve now 5, 8, and 12, and from 13 to 20.
Mr. What's the classwork?
هو ده كل ده كلاس ورك؟
مستر صالح النبي شوي حبة
عليه الصلاة والسلام شوي.
اكيد مش كل ده كلاس ورك يعني. يبقى الهوم
15 to 18 15 and 18 يا شباب أول كلاس ورك باين هنا 27 and 32 okay و 35 again the class work وهستناه دلوقتي out of 3 وماينس 3 لأي حد مش هيبعته. عندك 1 to 4 وعندك 5 و 12 و 15 و 18 27 35 and 32. Okay, I think that I solved all.
لا مستر لحظة ثواني صالح يعني بس شوية عشان أفهم يعني.
مستر واحدة ما
لحظة
أعرف
مستر أنا كده فهمت أي حاجة. عيد بس مرة تانية. صلي على النبي وعيد.
عليه الصلاة والسلام. طيب solve number 1 and 4. Here in this slide. Take a screenshot.
خلاص تمام ده الكلاس ورك صح؟
Take a screenshot guys عشان تطلع الصورة بتاعتي معاكم. اوكي.
تمام يعني 1 و 4 هو الكلاس ورك. طب
بس no 5 and 12.
يا عمر اهدى يا عمر.
5 and 12. Now I'm waiting for the answers. لسه we still have time.
يا ربي.
And كنسلت واحدة هنا يبقى 18 بس. نكنسل واحدة هنا كمان 2 هنا يبقى 27. So again your class work right now guys ابعتوا لي على الواتس منتظر.
1 4 5 12
5 12 1 4 5 12 18 27 1 4 easy يا سبحان الله. والله انت لو هنا
So 1 4 5 12
and 1 4 5 12 18 27 ده الكلاس ورك.
الحق يا اخي اول
ده الكلاس ورك صح؟
1 2 3 4 5 6 questions only. لا اله.
طب المهم استنى. ايوه ده
يلا ستارت.
حلو جميل. طب الهوم ورك
لسه بس
لسه لا ما هو الكلاس ورك لغايه الساعه كام مستر؟
Now I'm waiting guys for the answers.
لا هو يعني الديدلاينز الساعه كام؟
For the class work
ايوه
till 35.
هو ايه اللي 35 135 يعني
135.
انت لو حليت بدل ما تحكي كنت خلصت.
يس والله.
اسكت
يلا اشتغل بس تقدر عليه، والديدلاين بتاعه لحد الساعة 2 براحتك، مفيش مشكلة. This class work out of 3. يلا يا شباب. Okay. 5 sketch it of it. طيب and then وين السكتش يا محمد؟ magnitude directory. It's 3 and 1. Okay, no need. طيب sketch. All of you know how to sketch the vector. طبعا 3 and 1. And here 0 and -5. Question 12. Yes, right. Question 18. Correct. Question 275V multiplied by scalar 5. Excellent, Muhammad Faiz. All your answers are correct. برافو عليك. +3.
Mr. what's the last one? 20 شوقي.
جاي متأخر اليوم.
I had some internet issues.
طيب after 5 minutes directly the system will write you that and record you as an absent student. 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I was considered absent, no problem.
طيب الكلاس ورك نمبر 14 ماشي كويس. نمبر 145 12 18 and 27. We have a class work right now. This class work out of 3.
Okay.
Okay, شكرا. Samuel, you send the class work, right? 1 and 2, 3. Yes, okay. Yes, okay. Okay, thank you. طيب سامر ابعت لي الباقي خلينا نخلصه. Send the questions. Yes, we are 24 and I received only 2 classes. الحمد لله. Send Saul, محمد محمود, محمد شهاب. يلا شباب, send for me, I'm waiting.
Yes, Mr.
This classwork is a must for all. You should
Yes, I
send.
will solve and I will send it.
يلا إن شاء الله. Okay. Ahmed Faris, yeah, you did a great job. If you'd like to leave, okay, just wait until I select some problems for you all guys as a homework.
No, so homework Thursday, Mr. Thursday.
Why
Give us
Thursday?
all together, Mr.
Do you have any
Thursday
questions?
and the weekend, Mr.
طيب.
Thank you.
Okay, no homework for today guys. نكتفي بالكلاس ورك for this day ونكمل بكره exercises وناخد more class work. Thank you.
مستر معلش بس عندي سؤال.
Yes.
نمبر 15 و 18 المفروض ان انا بعمل فيهم ايه؟
Number 18 only, not 15 and 18. I said 18 only. Okay, in 18 it's given 2 points, the initial and the terminal point. And you would like to find first الأول بتجيب you have to write يعني الvector as AI plus BJ.
اوكي.
AI plus BJ. So
اطلع بس كده اسيبها كده ولا اطلع الماجنتيود؟
which is what V equals محتاج الرول يعني. ماشي يا سيدي. x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1 j. That's it. So you subtract the points بقى مش حاجة. Then write the vector in this form, rectangular form.
مستر انا خلصت بس لسه هبعت بس.
Thank you, Omar Salama. Great job. Thanks a lot. +5, Omar. Thank you. You are the second. MashaAllah. طيب. +3. Listen for you +3 to be recorded عندك عشان
مستر هي البلاسات بتختلف حسب مين بيسلم الأول ولا كل واحد؟
لا all the same. So will not send I will deduct 3 marks.
And who will send +3.
يلا نعم. till 2 اللي بعد 2 بقى ممكن ننقص شوي. هنا مين؟ أسامة PDF guys. محمد إياد إبراهيم right؟ محمد إياد إبراهيم.
Yes, mister.
Thank you. أنت بعت لي PDF على الواتس صح؟
Yes, mister, I did.
Right. Thanks a lot, Muhammad.
Mr.
All
Should I
answers
send
are
cam
correct.
scanner or can I take a normal picture?
Normal picture cam scanner as you like. المهم تبع. Yes, محمد دهمان. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Excellent. All answers are correct.
Thank you, mister.
Welcome. See here. +3. طيب. Yes, here is مين اللي بعد؟ صالح ماشي صالح. Yes, right. Thanks a lot. +3. صالح. شباب please write your name because sometimes بنسى أسجل الاسم.
مستر أنا بعت لك بتاعي.
طيب. Okay, Shopee. Great job. Thank you, Shopee. +3. Okay. Omar PDF, right?
Yes, PDF.
Yes, it's right. Correct. Thank you, Omar.
Thank you.
Safe Amjad.
Mr. I did. I finished. I sent you.
Oh, guys, if you submit خلاص بعت لي عادي no problem. We finish for today. Thank you. Same for me and you. Yeah. Excellent يا سيف ممتاز. أيوة كده يا شباب الله يعطيكم العافية. +3. Okay, يوسف تامر you sound right. Yes, يوسف. تمام yes. Excellent. +3. عمر همام. Yes عمر طبعا ممتاز. Thank you. Excellent. +3. Yes, here's عمر سلامة. Hey guys, send and submit. عمر خالد. طيب عمر خالد برافو عليك والله. +3. اوكي محمد سباعي. حلو ما شاء الله. Yes, thank you سباعي. +3 all answers are correct.
اللي خلص عادي يطلع ولا؟
Yeah, guys, if you finish,
Okay, thank you.
send first, send for me the answers.
Okay.
واطلع عادي. معلش.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, mister.
ماشي يا شباب مع السلامة. So +3, thank you Sam.
Thank you, Mr.
Welcome Sam مع السلامة. Okay. +3. Okay, طلال دبا. Thank you. Okay, Mahmoud, yes. Muhammad, yes. All answers are correct. Mahmoud, yes. +3. Okay, thank you guys. The day is finished. Thank you. And please, طلال يوسف, yes. نادر عبد الستار, محمد مصباح, ما بعده. يزن لسه. الحمد لله. Okay, I'm gonna leave right now guys. I'm waiting for your answers يعني معكم لحد الساعة 2. السلام عليكم.